Right then, hello and welcome back to ToCA Race Driver 3 and the final championship in Tier 24. It is, of course, the IndyCar Series. Now, I will be doing qualifying for this championship because it's a little bit iffy. I will be turning off the simulation handling as well, similar to what I done with the 1960s Grand Prix. But it is just easier to complete this championship by qualifying to get pole position. Otherwise, if the cars spin you, you tend to roll. It's a little bit strange. Anyway, finish second or above in this championship. The two cars we have to choose from is the Panos G-Force or the Dallara Automobili. I believe we're going to be in the Dallara for this championship. The races then, we have 6 laps around Gateway International, 9 laps around Dover, 5 laps around Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and 6 laps around Nashville Super Speedway. Yes, we already had Nashville with the IndyCar Series 2005 edition, and it was bloody terrible. Anyway, as always, rolling start for this one, 20 cars on the grid, black and white flags, points go all the way down to 20th place, and I will be qualifying. And, oh, we're in the panels, so I was completely mistaken. We're in the Target Chip Ganassi Racing. 692 kilograms, 625 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Lovely. Right, yeah, let's just qualify then for round number 1. Only 2 laps, so the qualifying won't really worry too much. Oh, unless that happens, of course. Ripped our front wing off. Right, final lap. Well, we're not even going to get a lap in because we had a caution for going off the track, which I couldn't help because the car was sliding. So, boo! So we're going to be starting probably a bit further down than I would like. But we'll see. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, let's just see where we're starting. And pole position. Okay, 0.2 of a second ahead of Tony Kanaan. Nice one. Right, Gateway then for round number 1.
Don't hold back this championship. Give it your all.
I'm not going to hold back. I just need to get around turn 1 without being punted in the rear. And there we go. Now this championship is very, very easy when you do the qualifying because they can't catch up to you. But if you have it on simulation handling, it is literally like the NASCAR trucks that we race with, or the dirt racing ovals and stuff. It is impossible to control the car, so you have to turn off simulation handling in order to win the championship. It is a bit daft.
The quickest lap of the race. Great driving.
And they are catching up to me, but that is no concern. They drop back very quickly.
That was one quick lap. Great driving.
He is able to carry more speed going through turns 3 and 4 than I am. But that's alright, we'll just block him.
You just set the fastest lap of the race. Good job.
Getting a lot of understeer. And he's dropped back a bit again. And the final lap.
Final lap. Go lap fast.
And there we go. Simple as that. And a nice, easy victory. With Tony Kanaan catching up right near the end.
Well done.
Well done indeed. And there we go then. So don't these names look very familiar? You got Tony Kanaan, Thomas Scheckter, Ed Carpenter, Danica Patrick in 5th place, Buddy Rice, AJ Foyt the 4th. They forgot the 4th bit there, unless it is the original AJ Foyt, which I highly doubt. Vitor Mira, Scott Sharp, and Dario Franchitti, the top 10. So yeah, we get the maximum 50 points then over Tony Kanaan and Thomas Scheckter as we head to Dover International for round 2, with qualifying to start with. And this should be very easy. There should be another pole position. And our lap time is going to be 18.78. That's pretty damn quick. We should get pole position easy on that one. And yeah, by 1.3 seconds over Darren Manning in the it's my teammate, Target Chip Ganassi Racing. So my teammate is actually doing well for himself, which is a massive surprise. Anyway, 9 laps for this one. And away we go. And look at that. Immediately pulled away at the start.
Tire temp's perfect. Keep it there.
Dover is always an incredibly easy track to win on, regardless of what series you're racing in. Whether it's the pickups or, you know, these cars, the Indy cars.
Great driving.
The AI are not very well programmed for oval tracks at all. Yeah, and they're nowhere to be seen.
Lap of the race. Good job.
Oh, hit the apron. That's fine. Still nowhere to be seen. We might actually end up lapping some of the drivers at this rate. And yeah, there they are up ahead, so we're gonna lap some people. Hooray!
Fantastic. That is the fastest lap.
Now, I've said throughout this entire series that the AI don't retire in any of the championships or in the game in general. Actually, they do to a sense. If you do a full, you know, race distance with the Indy cars, with full damage and everything else, if they do pick up terminal damage, they go into the pits and they stay there for the duration of the race. However, they are not deemed as DNF'd at the end during the standings. So, in a sense, they do retire, but just not officially. So therefore, I still class them that the AI don't retire in this game at all. I'm going to go on the outside, scrape the wall, and completely botch that up. Oh! Get away. Oh well, we only got 1 lap to go, it's fine. We're not going to be passed.
Just hold on for the last lap.
So squeeze around you, thank you. I'll squeeze under you, or I get pushed out. Well, that was fun. Luckily, we're still leading. Ha! And there we go. Another easy victory.
Keep cool, so, keep cool.
Oh, shut your face. So even after farting around with the back markers, we still win over Darren Manning by 9.7 seconds. So yeah, this championship, if you're not using the sim handling, incredibly easy. But yeah, there you go. So Tony Kanaan is still second in the points with Vitor Meira third overall with 56. And I'm leading the way with a perfect 100 as we go to Indianapolis for round 3. So let's see how qualifying gets on. And this should be just flat out all the way around. What was it, 32 mile an hour? 240 miles an hour. There we go. Capping out 245. Might change the gear ratios, just see if we can get up to 250 mile an hour. That'd be pretty cool. .3. Yeah, top out at 245. So we will play around with the gear ratios just before we start the race, because we should be starting in pole position. And there we go. With a time of 38.19. I think that's pretty damn good. And yeah, by not by much though, by 0.1 of a second over Dario Franchitti. Right, so tuning please. We want the gear ratio. Oh, I've already gone past it. Whoops. Transmission. There we go. Final drive. We want just a little bit longer, not much. And we'll start this one then. So this should be another easy victory. Get ahead of Franchitti. And yeah, there we go. Pulling away ever so slowly.
Tire temp's perfect. Keep it there.
Not able to top out on speed just yet. I think we should hit 250 mile an hour, hopefully. 5, 6, 7. No, 248 then is the maximum. They had the same idea because they're keeping up with me. Yeah, they're in my draft. Oh!
Looks like you have a bit of a problem with your suspension.
A bit of a problem with the suspension. No shit, Sherlock. Note to self, don't hit... Oh my god, they're still crashing into each other. Yeah, do not hit the curb when you're going around corners.
Waiting on you. What repairs do you want?
Yeah, I want everything repaired. Yeah. But saying that, we're still in 12th place, so a lot of other people also had damage. We're not going to win the race though, but we are still going to carry some points.
It's time to step up a gear. They're getting away from you.
Well, yeah, I would think so. After all that, bloody hell. But at least you'll probably see some of the cars that are going to be in the pits, and they'll probably stay there for the rest of the race. Yeah, that was a bit of a messy start, but it's going to look good on the replay. Hopefully. Yeah, so as you can see, some of the cars are going to stay in the pits. So they are technically DNF'd, but they won't show as DNF when you get to the standings, so... Oh well, not a problem. 12th place, that's still some fairly decent points. So we're not going to get a completely flawless championship. Oh, bloody done it again.
Careful with your gears, they're starting to wear. Bloody idiot should learn how to drive. You're doing well. Okay, this is your final lap.
Yeah, I should have gone into the pits, but it's the final lap. I don't really care. I can't control the car. The gearing is popping out constantly. But, hey, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Now, luckily, they are quite... Shut up. They are rather lenient, because usually when you go on to open wheel series, when you're doing road courses, it's very easy to pop your wheels off. However, not on the ovals, because it would be too easy otherwise. But as you can see, there were 4 cars that were still in the pit, so yeah, some cars do retire, and I finished last, but there you go. And there we go then, so my teammate then, Darren Manning, does win the race. Dario Franchitti and Buddy Rice are top 3, and as you scroll all the way down, yeah, so all these drivers, they don't score points, but it doesn't show them as retired, but you can tell they have because they don't score any points regardless. So yeah, cars do retire, but it's only certain circumstances. It's a little bit weird. But yeah, there you go. We're still leading the championship though, not by much, only by 9 points over Darren Manning. So we do have to win this last race to win the championship. And it's at Nashville Super Speedway. So yeah, let's get qualifying out the way and see how well we can get on. Hopefully the grip level should be easier to manage with this one, because we didn't have much luck around Nashville with the actual proper IndyCar Series game. So as long as you downshift, it should be alright. Yeah, we're fine. 23.41 for lap 1. Oh, go up towards the wall, it's fine. Slightly grazed it. And we should get caution receiver going off track, 23.39. That should still be enough for pole position. And yeah, it is. Over Dario Franchitti. And 1/1000th of a second from Buddy Rice as well. Very close at the top. But yeah, the race should be alright. And go. Right, at least we got the jump on the main pack.
Just stay focused and the race is yours.
Yeah, the race is going to be mine, it's fine, we're pulling away. So, yeah, all's well that ends well. Indianapolis we can just write off as a bit of a mistake. A little happy accident, as they would say.
You just set the quickest lap of the race. Good driving. That was one quick lap. Great driving.
Even though the rev limiter is saying 11,000 RPM, it really doesn't sound like it's going at 11,000 RPM. The engine sounds more like it's just droning. But oh well. Oh, they're catching up a little bit. Not going to be enough though. Yeah, it's going to be fine. And with 2 corners to go, I can safely say that the IndyCar Series has been wrapped up. So, yeah, not a bad championship. Again, a lot easier if you're doing it without sim handling, but there we go.
You've come a long way.
I've come a long way indeed. So, yeah, we win the championship then. Tony Kanaan, Dario Franchitti, the top 3. And we win 164 to 123 and 115 with Dario Franchitti. So there we go. Awesome, you completed the IndyCar Series. Great drive. And now we can use the cars in free race time trial and multiplayer modes. And there we go then, tier 24, which was pretty much one of the easiest tiers we've done so far. But tier 25 is to come, and we have still the ongoing poll on what championship to do first, second, and third. So we got the 1980s Williams Grand Prix, the 4x4 Off-Road Tour, and the Type R Trans Cup. Whatever gets the least amount of votes will do first, whatever gets the most will do last. Simple as that. So I will see you all then for the start of tier 25 very soon. So thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.